All right.
We got Wollie Mopped. Yep.
Let me know when you're ready.
Yeah. I like that a lot. What do you
This is Spartan 117, Master Chief,
And Cortana.
and you're checking out Wollie Mopped Gaming. Chief out.
So, Dewshine.
What the fuck is
man,
Shine? Is this what the kids are doing these days?
The kids are doing everything these days.
Dewshine is the new hip fad that the kids are doing now because they want to get drunk like the adults.
I mean, who doesn't want to get drunk though when you're a kid? You don't even know what drunk is.
Well, let's
I didn't.
see.
I knew what drunk was when I was a kid.
I know how to act drunk. I didn't know what actually being drunk was.
well,
No, but
This-
see, that doesn't make any sense because you were an island kid, right? You were like child of an island of islanders. Right?
I'm actually Creole, which is basically New Orleans.
Yeah, close enough.
Oh, and we are here with Alan
Supersonical.
for
What's up,
the from the Half-Ass Heroes. We're talking about the new game that nobody's heard of. It's a fighting game.
Literally nobody. Wollie
Yeah.
Mopped, you know we got the latest fighting games.
Yeah,
If you've heard of this, you are probably so obsessed with one of the characters in this, you're jerking off.
All
while
you
you're
play
listening
is
to this.
fighting
Yeah,
games.
you are literally fan servicing your life away.
Yeah.
Nitro Plus Blasters. It's a game made by Nitro Plus and Marvelous Inc. of Japan.
Who?
Yeah, we don't know who these people are.
I know who these people are. They make.
What's the last game they made?
Marvelous Mega Dimension Neptunia.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Holy shit! It's an
This is why you guys
RPG.
keep me around. You realize that?
Yeah, Hyperdimension Neptunia is a.
Well, I've heard of this.
It's a RPG where basically all the characters are amalgamations.
It's
of,
Console Wars the RPG.
of different video game consoles.
Yeah, Console Wars the RPG is what this is.
I've been wanting to play the game for actually
tons
a
and
while.
tons and
Sounds
tons and
like
tons of
something I
fan
wanna
service.
play.
Tits and
It's
ass
been
everywhere.
something I've been
Oh
wanting to
my
play for a
gosh.
very long time. So they like the
Okay.
consoles are like cute little anime
So
girls.
who
and
is the
they're
cat girl I was looking at that has?
Super Sonico.
She
Sonico.
is so fucking cheap.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
broken. She's
like,
really
I didn't want to
broken.
say that. I didn't want to say it at first, but like watching her fight, she has a
Holy
full screen counter. She has a full screen
She
reversal.
has a full screen
sorry.
reversal. She doesn't touch her opponent not once.
Nope.
She lets her cats do it.
Her
She
cats
has a
do all
cat
the work.
and a you can in this game you can get similar to a I guess the thing I can most akin it to is Marvel versus Street
Yeah,
Fighter.
your assist.
It's like
an
just
assist.
you can't use the character, but you can use an assist that has to charge up to use the assist.
Hmm?
But her assist is full screen.
Yeah,
Not only full
it's
screen, like
goddamn ridiculous.
even like as full screen as you can get.
Yeah. And some of the blocking was a little weird in there too. Like
It was
some
almost
of
like a destroyed hit from
well,
Guilty
a
Gear.
short hit. You have to connect.
Yeah, you
before
actually have to
She
shoot
actually
the person
blocked
with it.
this whole
She
thing.
blocked the entire combo,
That
and it was like
felt-
dead.
And just 35% of her life meter was just gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. It. Oh my god. Game looks awesome. I'm not even gonna lie.
I don't think it'll be an Evo.
Maybe.
though.
Maybe.
No,
maybe
it's too
Well,
fresh.
it'll
to
be
an
one of
Evo and
the
nobody
like
knows about it.
exhibition games.
Exactly.
Just like Dengeki
Final-
Bunko.
yeah,
Dengeki Bunko
Bunko,
was.
yeah.
So I'm kind of like, which I do have Dengeki Bunko. I just don't have a PlayStation 3 to play.
I didn't even watch Evo last year. I'm ashamed of myself.
Oh
I
my
usually
gosh,
do.
Evo last year was amazing. Actually,
It was a lot more
Evo,
hype than this
Evo made
past
a Sports Center last year.
Yep.
If you remember, the Guilty Gear player.
Yeah.
I
No,
forget
it wasn't
who
Guilty Gear. It was
Guilty
I
Gear.
thought it was Smash
I thought
Brothers
it was
that made it.
KI. That where
No.
where freaking K-Brat came out.
No, K-Brat-
no, that was a
K-Brad
NBC3.
came out from Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yeah.
K-Brad, who is a very popular Street Fighter player who plays DiCaprio, came out from NBC3 with Stone Cold, Steve Austin's theme song, and the glass broke. And he's like, dun 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 dun, dun, and he came out, and somebody CEO, they used like it was CEO.
Yeah, no, yeah, it was CEO.
It was
I'm
CEO.
sorry,
They
that
used
was
used
CEO.
the ring or whatever because he got on the side of the ring. Somebody actually threw him a can of beer.
Did he do it? And then
Oh hell yeah!
his friend came up to him to grab the beer. He's like, yeah, and he Stone Cold stunned his friend.
After he
nice.
drunk the beers, right? His friend came up to him and was like, "Oh man, you did that! You did like high five him." There. He was like, "Yeah. DTA, don't trust anybody."
Yep.
And then Stone Cold stunned his ass. And then
Nice.
You're
Yeah,
talking
I
about
didn't really
Sports
pay
Center,
pay
Evo.
attention to fighting games last year.
And-
Unfortunately,
oh, man,
I had no time.
we esports now. And then
we are esports.
we
right
are
now.
esports now. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And
that's
then
crazy.
Dominion freaking came out to this Undertaker's theme Boom.
Did he lose?
Boom. He lost, but not that match.
God
Not that
damn
bad.
it.
He came in.
Everybody who repped Undertaker lost.
I mean, but he was the highest ranking American.
Everybody who
win-
repped
to win.
Undertaker last year lost.
I think he was like third.
Everybody who repped Undertaker last year lost.
He
lost to
came
like-
in. He lost to like.
He lost to like Momochi.
Superfly.
And
he's
like,
playing.
you know what I mean? Like,
Dominion is a black guy named Kevin. Fuck, I forgot his name.
Oh, fuck, yeah.
He actually. I have a friend.
Besides
that looks
Snake
just like
Eyes,
him.
he's probably you do have.
I have a friend that looks
like him.
fucking just
Besides
like
Snake
him.
Eyes,
It's,
he's
like,
like the
crazy.
best Street Fighter player in America.
He plays with guile, and
Which
when I
is
say he
my
plays with guile,
dude.
he does combos where you know how the computer does combos. Like how the fuck do you pull this off?
When
He
it's a
makes
charged
those
character?
combos look like yeah.
He makes
Computer,
charged character
please.
combos look easy.
Yeah.
Nice.
He comes out.
I have one friend who I would actually be interested in watching them play
Oh,
together.
He's like when he
yeah,
comes
so
out.
he came out.
Dun,
So like you don't see that man anywhere. So the person who he's fighting is just in the seat, like looking around, like.
and it's dark in the room. It's totally dark in the room. I mean, it's pitch black in the room, except for a few lights outside of the room that are shining in from the doorway.
And then the lights
And-
come on, and the lights turn off,
Yeah.
and then the lights turn on, and he's there.
He's sitting in the seat,
Nice.
looking at the guy like this, with a hood on, and like he's a black dude, glasses, hood on, just looking at dude.
Like, yeah, and he's like, and the guy's like from Japan. I think it was
Yeah.
like it was one.
And he starts laughing
He's like,
because he's like, oh,
but you can see his face, he's like, oh shit. So last year was amazing, but I like
This year, I think it's gonna be awesome.
Let's not even talk about this year.
Guilty Gear's at Evo this year, right?
Yes.
Yes, Guilty Gear's at
Matter of
Evo
fact,
this year.
we go over that real quick. Evo, I think it's Guilty Gear, Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
I'm still trying to figure out how they're doing.
Whoa.
How they're doing.
They still get views. They still get views.
Yeah. Well, there's no other game that's gonna be like it.
Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Yeah,
I
Marvel vs.
mean,
Capcom.
literally.
Marvel vs. Capcom 3. So the 360 will make an appearance at Evo.
I mean, we got Street Fighter 5.
Of course,
the
of
game
course.
of games.
Of course.
Street Fighter.
I may actually
Street
pick up
Fighter,
playing
I
fighting
think
games again.
Yeah, Street
That's
Fighter
sad.
is actually, I think.
Oh, you
gonna
hang
be-
around us. There's no way not to.
I think Street Fighter this year is going to be the game.
And
Well, 5 is
for
basically Alpha 3 Reborn, and that's all
Yes.
I've been waiting
Yeah,
for. So
so-
I mean, I may actually pick up again.
as long as I don't have to FDC anymore, I'm good.
Yeah. Oh God. Fuck that shit. Guilty Gear XR
FTC.
Revelation. So they're doing the new version, not
Right.
the
Not
regular
last
XR.
year's,
I
but
believe
year
I believe what
after.
they said is that any game coming out, as long as you have like a month to practice it,
Yeah.
they'll play.
Well, Guilty Gear XR is going to be the same game. Street Fighter
With
5
different
is going to have
characters.
some change up stuff, but it seems like it's a lot more simpler than the previous.
Street Fighter 4
Street
would
Fighter?
not be.
No,
I'm
Street
not
Fighter-
surprised they're putting
It's
5
just
in.
I mean,
Street Fighter 5 is
there'll probably be some like late night stuff and
Exhibition.
exhibition stuff and money games definitely, but Street Fighter 4 would not be at Evo.
I'm not
Because
surprised.
Capcom's like, fuck
Yeah,
that shit. Get outta here.
they're dropping 4
Get outta
altogether
here.
for 5.
I mean,
they want to push 5 forever.
They gave it a swan song. We got a Capcom Cup and it was good.
Yeah.
We got MKX.
Not XL.
You can't see me.
No, not well. MKX is the same thing.
Yeah, you
It's
can't.
probably gonna have that.
You can't see me, but I'm raising my hands in joyous rebuttal.
We got Super Smash Brothers for the Wii U.
And
Oh my
also
God.
Smash Melee.
Yes, Melee's
Melee's
gonna
gonna be there?
Melee. Oh, you didn't watch it last year, but Melee made a return last year. They basically what Evo did is say that whatever community makes the most money in like breast cancer awareness, like donates the most money, could
So,
get their game in.
Melee can make anything.
and the Melee community came through. Shouts out to Scar.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and they Melee community came through and got the most money to the breast cancer. So they got Melee put back on Evo, which had been there in like 3 or 4
And
years.
It blew the fuck.
And was
up.
the
I'm not surprised.
And besides
Melee was
Capcom-
always the favorite child of Nintendo.
But,
ever since the
but there's
GameCube.
there's Wii U and Melee. That's pretty
Yeah,
big.
It
Yeah.
blew. A lot of the
Like you can
Smash,
hear,
I mean, I
you can hear
love-
Melee people cheering in like if you're watching, like if you're on stream and you're watching Capcom Cup, you can hear Melee people screaming on the Capcom Cup
Yeah.
channel.
Damn.
Yeah.
Smash, a
Yeah,
lot of the
I
Smash
heard.
guys-
I only kind of read the aftermath of it, but
Oh,
yeah,
man,
I
it's
heard
crazy.
Melee, like Smash Bros.
It
pretty much
was
dominated Emo.
Smash,
Evo. Redunculous.
the Smash players were really, really upset because their times for when they were doing
The
their
finals and
games,
everything, yeah.
their finals,
Instead of being
weren't
like
good, they were bad.
So basically, you had like top 8s in the morning instead of having top 8s at night. You had the Smash Melee people at night, which is like kind of prime time. But I mean, the money's still the same, so
Yeah.
get over it.
So literally, they kind of were like, "What the fuck?" So they're really upset about that. We got Smash and the Wii U Melee, or Melee and the Wii U Smash. KI Killer Instinct. is gonna be
Capcom
there.
Cup
You
just
happy,
happened.
Will?
Killer Instinct Cup just happened this weekend.
Tekken 7.
Not
which-
surprised.
Yeah, that one's gonna be.
I'm a little bit surprised because the game won't actually be out.
So I'm wondering.
How you
who's
gonna have
play
a
it.
game?
No, it's gonna be out in Japan.
Yeah,
So
it'll be out in
have people
Japan.
playing
It won't be out
It
here.
won't be out here.
There's a
So
difference.
you probably won't see a lot of.
But it'll
American
only be
players.
out in Japan in arcades.
That,
Do you know how
dude,
many
do you not
people-
run
Okay,
how
okay.
arcades work over there?
It's like arcades
it's
are
not like America where
Remember, this is
everybody
not
quit being
America where
social.
Enough said.
arcades are like archaic and dead.
But
Yeah,
that's like
people didn't
saying
quit being social
That's like
over
I
there.
mean, not that an American was gonna win anyway,
When
but
you're
that's almost guaranteeing.
When you're
that,
arcade,
unless they're playing Akuma.
Oh God, when you're I don't know.
I don't even
when
know
you're,
that. Yeah.
When you're playing arcades, or when your idea of an arcade in for Americans, when your idea of an arcade
Online.
is Dave and Buster's or the arcade mode for your game.
Real talk, there's not even a Dave and Buster's in Daytona Beach.
No,
No.
The closest Dave and Buster's in Orlando.
Yeah.
So yeah, and last, but I'm not even gonna say least.
This is
I'm not-
crazy.
I'm kind of like I don't know how to
Pokken!
feel about Pokken tournament.
Pokken!
Yeah,
gonna
that,
be
that blew
one of
my
the-
mind that that's
one
going
of
to
the
be.
top
Pokken is
games.
at Evo.
Pokken tournament.
I'm surprised Nintendo even gave it the green light, to be honest
Well,
with you.
speaking of Dave and Buster's,
Smash.
Speaking of Dave and Buster's, it's going to come out in it's going to be at every Dave and Buster's, I believe, starting in like 2 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, March.
It's going to be there.
Or-
And then, so they're saying that I mean, because I will,
Mm-hmm.
but they're saying, I mean, hold on, Wolf, we're on a different show now. You need 2 Wii U's to play Pokken against somebody because you have to play with the controller, I believe.
Yeah,
So yeah,
that's kind of.
we've already
Damn.
we've been
I think it was.
procrastinating and buy another Wii U. So we might as
Yeah,
well buy
I
another
think
one.
was it 2 years ago?
I don't want
2
another
years
one.
ago.
I have Monster Hunter on the
I
3DS,
have,
what
I
do want it
have,
for?
I have to have one.
So now I have to get one, and Will has to hold that.
God damn it.
Oh darn! Oh darn!
What was it? 2 years ago when they were streaming for Evo Smash, and Nintendo's like, nope, fuck it,
Yeah.
and they pulled that shit down. Everybody fuck was like, what the fuck? We're promoting your game, and people got like livid with them. And they're like,
Yeah.
oh
Because
shit,
That's actually
bad.
that's actually
So-
a year before we started doing this podcast. And the year we started doing this podcast, Smash Wii U came out, and when we first started streaming Smash Wii U, Nintendo gave us a cease and desist.
I remember
because-
that actually.
remember
yeah.
on YouTube
Yeah,
because they were
I remember
like,
because I went to watch the video that week. I'm like, what the fuck?
yeah, and they gave us
It's
a cease
down.
and desist, and we couldn't put any Smash stuff on for I think it was like 3 or 4 months last year.
Yeah, it was
And-
a while.
And until they basically said Nintendo. So everything we do, we put on our channel that has Smash on it. Nintendo, you'll see commercials not because we're getting money from that, because Nintendo's getting money from that, and they're making the commercials or ads on it, but they're allowing us to put it on there, unless we're like somebody huge with 100,000, 600,000 people
Yeah.
subscribe to us. Then they'll give us a little cut of the cake.
So yeah,
But Pokken at Evo.
Pokken, I think just because Nintendo's like, okay, let's see what.
No, it's not even Nintendo. It's the guys who run Evo.
Oh yeah. those guys.
I'm gonna post that video. Mike Ross, and one of the top dogs over at the Evo, saying that Evo is evolution. They're always trying to evolve the game, and Pokemon is a brand. Pokemon is a brand that's been 20 years, I think, at this point now, and like it'll be interesting to see a lot of. I automatically know we're gonna have a lot of crossover between Smash community and Pokemon.
Yeah.
But just
Wait,
look.
I
and
think you're going to
the
see
thing is,
crossovers from Tekken guys too.
Yeah, you'll see
starting
more
to roll.
crossover
Because
from
I was about to
Tekken
say,
and Smash.
Bandai's making the game, Bandai Namco, and those guys who are playing Tekken and it's a arena based game. I mean, and you look at some of the characters that I've seen so far, and it's a 3D fighter. Tekken characters could make a and then who's to say that some of those Tekken? Because nowadays you don't just a lot of things we when we first started doing our tournaments, we had the stigma, and people who come to our tournaments already know that if you played this game, then that's the game you played. And why are we playing games like Guilty Gear? Why are we playing games like 1 month we did Naruto, Ninja Storm? Like, why are we playing games like this? Because people who play these games don't
Actually
play
come
other.
out.
No, they said people who play these games. People who play like Street Fighter and Tekken and Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat only play Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Tekken, which is not true. Like if you give that person a chance, like
friggin' Sonic Fox. Sonic Fox is the top player for Mortal Kombat X.
Or
Mortal Kombat, I should just say.
Not even.
I'm talking about like
we're saying NetherRealms in general.
Yeah, he's the player.
NetherRealm
He's
games.
been playing Street Fighter V, and he's been. I think he was playing with what's her name? Friggin' Sean's sister.
Yeah.
Laura.
Yeah.
He's been playing with her, and
Bodying people.
he's bodying. He's transferring his skills from Mortal Kombat over to
Of course, he still
Street Fighter.
prefers Mortal Kombat. I
but-
mean, even Perfect Legend.
Yeah, perfect. A 3-0 legend. 13-0. Excuse me, legend.
And if we want to get more specific to our own Daytona scene, Smash player who wins a lot of tournaments. Dyer transitioning his skills from Smash. He's still playing Smash to Street Fighter V.
Yeah. A
We're gonna
lot
see
of people are
we're gonna
transitioning over to Street Fighter V. They want to see what it's like. They want to see what because Street Fighter 4 was not a bad game, but was really difficult to get into
especially if you didn't,
or if you're new.
especially if you didn't stick with it from vanilla.
But from the
I
differences-
skipped arcade completely.
Like I
I
played
skipped
vanilla.
arcade, ultra, and then
I played vanilla, and I didn't do any of the other ones. And I tried playing the last one that came out.
and you're like.
Oh my god! From vanilla
FABC,
to freaking
Red
Ultra?
Focus,
Oh.
and
Yeah, I was like, what
all
the
these options
fuck?
that you were
I don't
like,
even
what's
understand
going on?
this.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I
from
know.
vanilla to ultra, it was just like because I played vanilla, and then I missed.
I bought
I think
vanilla day
so-
of release. I
played
beat it.
bits and pieces
Super and
of
arcade.
Super and no arcade, and I played ultra, and I was like,
I
these are totally different games.
Yeah,
I
they're
went
not
from
the same game
vanilla
at all.
to Omega.
Jesus.
Yeah, basically I was, and then 1 month I really put my head down and I really tried to get back into the game, and I made it to like the semifinals.
Yeah.
That and I didn't do great. I mean, I did good enough. I beat enough people. And I took some rounds off of the champion and whatever case is. Shouts out to Huggy Bear. I'm coming to get you, motherfucker. Shouts
Yeah.
you know it's all love. Oh, and you know what? More so than Huggy Bear, you know who I want to beat? I want to beat freaking who plays Ryu all the time. And
Vinny Masters.
Vinny has the best links
And the thing
of any person I've ever played ever.
The thing I admire about Vinny, he plays with an Xbox controller.
Like
He's
Vinny,
a pad player, and I'm like, dude, I like that.
Vinny has the best links of any. Like when he loses, I'm like, why are you losing?
Yeah,
Like literally, his links are like my back button doesn't work.
0 frame links.
Yes, he does 0 frame. Like Street Fighter
Nice.
V has 1 frame links, but his links are just flawless. And when he loses, like I just look at him like there's no excuse for that.
How do you, yeah, you can't be like, oh,
that?
it's
How
did
next
you-
time.
Yeah,
You
you're
just
like Morpheus.
murdered
How did I
me.
beat you?
Yeah, it's a mind thing. But yeah,
Street Fighter, man.
What's the name of the game we were talking about originally?
Was it
Nitro Plus Blasters.
It's
Blasters?
actually out right now, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're gonna be.
I'm getting it. I don't fucking fuck.
Yeah,
you.
we're definitely
I'm buying this game.
We're definitely gonna
'cause
post.
I want to play
We're definitely
with
gonna post some stuff.
cute, sexy anime girls. I mean,
Cats.
Super Sonico with them titties.
You mean cats?
We're gonna
Cats. I mean,
Personality.
personality and cats.
We're gonna get into some Street Fighter V stuff coming up next in the story you should have heard. All right, the next story of the story you should have heard of. So we're gonna talk about a little Street Fighter V. We got a new trailer out we want to talk about, but I saw the coolest thing. January, I think it was 3rd. I watched the whole thing. It was in Japanese. I didn't know what the fuck they were talking about. But Oni-san versus Momochi
How did that go?
in Street Fighter V. Oni-san is so good at Street Fighter V.
Well, it's just
I
game,
would
so
hope so.
But he's so goofy. I mean, okay.
That's a
Momochi.
If you don't know,
Momochi won, and he had to bow to Momochi.
if you've seen this guy, you don't know exactly who he is. He's done dressed up as like Blanca.
If you watch
and,
if
Nikali.
you watch the PlayStation experience, he was the
Doesn't
person
he carry around the Blanca like
Yeah,
Sigma
yeah.
or whatever and just show it off? Yeah.
like the freaking Dead Rising
Yeah.
like version of it. But like he is the person on the PlayStation experience that made everybody do a Shoryuken.
Yes, sure.
Basically. But basically, and he's so excited all the time.
Yes, all the.
Yeah, he's
time.
awesome.
But basically, he played Rashid.
Really?
And Momochi played Ryu.
Really?
Wait,
That was more like a question mark. Really? Like really? Like, really?
Momochi is maining Nakali.
Yeah, that's why I was like, why?
He's maining Nakali. He plays Ken, but he's maining Nakali. And there was a lot of like you know how you like in Call of Duty how you do like you keep ducking on somebody like the TPM or something like that. There was a lot of that going on both ends, and fucking Oni-san was fucking bodying Momochi one round. Like
I actually have to check that out.
It went 2-1. And except for the last round, Momochi like bodied him, but everything else was pretty like, oh shit, Oni-san built this game and he knows how to play it. Holy shit! But he's so goofy, you never expect him to be like good at it. And Momochi is just so. He's not like Tokido, who is emotionless and like a killer.
He has fun, but he's still like
serious.
Japanese
serious. You know what I'm saying? and then they had to bow to him when he won. And one of the plays I was playing Momochi was in like he was a man in a Chun-Li like outfit. Like, have you ever seen this person? It's probably the same person.
Well, you mean Ladybeard?
Yeah.
Ladybeard.
Ladybeard?
Yeah.
Ladybeard is awesome.
Yeah.
Ladybeard is
I follow
so
him on
awesome.
Twitter. He's amazing.
I love Ladybeard. Ladybeard is fucking dope.
But yeah, that was so awesome. It just happened. I was like January 20 something. It happened, and it was in Japan or whatever. Of course, this is February that we're in right now. It's February about 4th right now, and we're talking to some Street Fighter 5, and a new trailer just got announced, and we're talking about some stuff in Street Fighter that we've never talked before. So we're saying that Street Fighter 5 is going to be released on the consoles simultaneously with the arcade version, which is going to be totally different. Even the Street Fighter 4 Ultra Arcade editions, made to where you could play, like if you play Street Fighter 4 online, you might have been playing somebody in Japan that was playing in an arcade.
Yep.
On an arcade machine.
You know,
even though you were in America playing on a console.
That's one thing that really bothers me about America is like we don't get that experience.
No.
Here. Like our arcades are so desynchronized
Unless
from life.
I mean,
It's disgusting.
I can remember. I remember arcades.
Me too.
I remember
I grew up
having
playing
$10 and
Yeah,
going in an
same
arcade
here.
and just like going ham.
I've
It's
begged
it's,
my mom to
I-
go in
I
it's
was
where I fell in love
beast.
with fighting games.
I was beast at Darkstalkers when it came out.
I'm gonna tell
I
you
was
what game I was
at
beast in.
Darkstalkers.
Do you remember the boxing game where you had two like sticks and you had to rotate them to punch?
Yes.
And you had to
Oh
like
shit! Yes.
I forget what the name of the game is. It wasn't Punch Out, but it was like some kind
It
of.
was made by Sega.
Yeah.
I want to say it was, but you
fuck,
had these
what was the
two
name
like
of the
sticks
game?
you could like
Yeah.
punch and everything. Like that was my game.
That was pretty much the precursor to like Fight Night.
yeah, basically.
I played games like that. I played some MVC.
Oh.
All the versions of MVC except for the third one I played in console. I played I played Street Fighter versus X-Men versus Street Fighter. I played Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter. I played
My first time playing King of Fighters was that. My first time playing King of Fighters was in arcade.
I played King of Fighters 96 or 97.
You know what the weird thing about my King of Fighters experience is like, of course, if you play in arcade, you play with a stick because it sticks. And now Japanese sticks have a ball to them, and American sticks have like this long.
Yeah, the long thick with the
now the
it's a
most
stick with a ball
Japanese
on
of
the top.
Japanese games, King of Fighter, had the American stick to it, which was always weird to me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But my game in arcades, Time Crisis.
That's the one.
Crisis.
That's the one.
There were games
you can hit
back
the
in the
shield.
day.
You can hit the shield with your foot.
Yeah.
Yep.
And like, yeah. Okay,
There were games back in the day where I
House of the
fuck
Dead.
around and like
House of the
blow
Dead.
a dollar
was
on it, whatever.
Never my thing, but Time Crisis was.
Me and my best friend. Every time we went to the arcade was Time Crisis. Time Crisis was the first game we played and the last game we played.
Okay.
Every single week.
Since we have Alan here, me and Alan are about to have a nerd moment right now, and I just want you to know that it's not your fault that you don't understand what we're saying.
Oh God.
Alan,
Yo.
being a South Florida boy, have you ever been to Grand Prix
My dog.
Race Rama?
My dog.
I almost said boomers.
You cannot spout that blasphemy in my presence. It has to be
Grand Prix Race-O-Rama. This was
every Friday.
This was like the teen hangout spot. It was like arcade,
go-kart, roller coaster.
laser tag.
That was before they got the roller coaster.
Yeah, then they had the arcade
laser tag
games.
was my fucking jam back in the
and
day.
they had
Shit.
like the golf course and everything. This was, imagine what we have here in Daytona where we had the Daytona Beach beatdown. But imagine if that was as
bigger,
big as. I want to say it had two parts to it.
Yeah, because there was the part where the golf
Adventure
course
Landing only bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
way
like the
bigger.
golf course was its own part, and then they had the arcade, and then they had.
And then you had to get in a
racetrack
car and drive to the other part
Like,
of the
it was-
park
it was
where
huge.
where the race park was at.
Yeah, it was huge.
It was
alright?
in Da- it's in Dania.
This was
Yeah.
the arcade.
Yeah, it was like
If you want to talk about arcades, this was the arcade.
I think on Fridays
Excuse
you
me
had
for
to,
being a Central Florida boy.
I think
don't
on-
get all
I-
cool fucking
You
shit.
bastard.
I
Go
think
back to
on
where you were.
Friday you had to be 18 or get in with somebody who
Yeah,
was
because
18
they had the
to get
thing
in.
on Fridays where they did like the
The
high-end
club night and
fighting
everything
games
like that.
and
It
clubs
was
and
yeah. So like basically that's where all the competition was. If you had like $10 in quarters, you went there and people who really played. And then,
I lost many a quarter on that
I
night.
lost many a quarter.
Many a quarter on that
at
night.
Grand Prix.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you're South Floridian, you already know what I'm talking about. So, anyways, we're talking some Street Fighter 5, and Street Fighter 5 is doing stuff that it's never done before. We're actually going to have a tutorial mode.
I am game for that. 'cause
Have you played the beta any?
No, I've missed every beta, even though I have like they invite me, but
Yeah.
I'm never
If-
free on the weekends to
If
play.
they have a tutorial mode, like
You played the tutorial mode.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
If they that was, but it was bits and pieces and stuff like that.
It wasn't Killer Instinct tutorial
Or-
mode, which is like teaches you how to play fighting games. Period.
or even
Or Guilty Gear.
or Guilty Gear.
Yeah,
'cause
the
Guilty
Guilty Gear's last
Guilty
mode had a
Gear's,
good
thing
tutorial.
was
I
exactly
played Guilty
the
Gear's,
same.
but Guilty Gear is more of Guilty Gear's mechanics, and Killer Instinct is just like fighting games in
No,
general.
Guilty Gear has one too.
It
Guilty
does,
Gear
it does,
has
but
one, too.
but it goes.
But then
it's
it goes.
so
Then
in
it
depth.
goes into in depth
Guilty
for
Gear.
Guilty Gear.
Guilty, which is
And
very
then they
in-depth.
have like the combo system for each character. So
Yeah. But basically having the tutorial mode that came out in the beta was basically like you're a young Ryu and a young Ken with the long hair.
oh,
the
dude,
long
those
flowing
costumes,
locks.
I want those fucking costumes.
I
And
want
you would be
his
able to get
traditional-
them-
I want his golden gloves gi. That's all I want.
Yes.
I want his golden
You're
gloves
actually gonna be able to
gi
get them. So check it out, right?
I know you can unlock it.
So
eventually.
it basically shows you things like walking specials,
Jesus
DPs,
Christ.
reversals, punishes, V trigger, which is a very important thing, V reversals. It shows you the basics, right? And for somebody who's just jumping into Street Fighter for the first time, I mean, the only thing I tell somebody jumping in Street Fighter for the first time, and I actually wish Tony was here for this because he is a pro when it comes to schooling noobs, because he has no fucking like soul.
the pain.
Like
pain.
like I'm very like
I'll put it to you like this. No. You explain it because you've known him through your adult life.
yeah.
I was a kid going down to Tony's house playing with Tony and John, or Chester as people call him. Going down to their house and getting bodied in King of Fighters, Street Fighter, Bloody Roar, you name it. And you would be like, how you do this? He'd be like, nah, you gotta fucking learn that shit out on your own. Like, can you teach me something? And then finally, the first time he taught us how to fucking play games. The first time he taught us how to play a game, he taught us how to do a Long and Shenlong's one of Long and Shenlong's combos in Bloody Roar 2. And I was like, oh my god! Then me and freaking John were like going at each other with that shit.
Practicing
And then
that one combo.
Street Fighter, King of Fighters.
Now me,
So I still owe him for a fucking King of Fighters
Like-
beatdown, King of Fighters 99.
like
Nice.
okay, and my story with Tony.
Calling you out, Tony.
My story with Tony P. Is
I
that-
actually had a very benevolent benefactor when I was learning melee, right?
yeah.
The friend that I had, he played like tournament level. He's played against like anybody
Yeah.
who's ever played melee, he played against.
Yeah.
Like, he used to train with us on the weekends, and he was fucking merciless.
Yeah.
He Cloud Strife X, in case anybody ever.
That sounds oddly familiar.
I'm sure it does because he went to.
Holy
I don't
shit.
think was he at Evo. Shit, was he at Evo?
We're going to CEO, by the way.
Yeah,
we're
I don't
going- we
know
are
if he was at
going
Evo,
to
but like
CEO,
he's
but-
played everybody.
Yeah.
Who played Smash Brothers.
That sounds oddly
So
familiar.
like he used to train with me and
Huh?
Cactar on the
Yeah.
weekends or Janico on the
Yeah.
weekends. And like he was an absolute monster. Like,
Yeah.
And the thing is he could mask his game so well. Like he would play
he can
at
play
our,
lame but good enough to win.
Yeah, he
and
would
then
play at
turn
our
to that
level
next
all the time. And
Exactly.
every time we got good enough to start like countering,
up it.
it's like, dude, oh
Yeah.
shit,
Yeah,
God
yeah,
damn it.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it was always an evolution with him, and like I got better at melee as a
Yeah,
result
for
of it.
playing still
But-
still sharp and still.
Jesus
know
Christ,
what I
man,
mean?
he was good. He's still good.
Yeah.
He's still good.
I am
Like-
the type of player. I mean, which actually is the reason why I started this channel and started the tournaments and everything like that. I'm the type of fighter. I hate being the best at a game because I'm the only one that knows the information. I'm that type of player that's like, okay, yeah, I'm beating you because you're doing this.
Yeah.
And then I tell you how to beat me. You learn how to beat me, and then I have to learn how to beat you. Now that you learn how to beat me.
I'm kind of like you on that. Like, I'm more interested in the mechanics than anything else.
Exactly,
like,
exactly.
I've always said that like I can play fighting games and I can get decent at them, but I have a like cap that I've never been able to pass. I can commentate fighting games and I can tell you exactly what you're doing.
Yeah.
I can't fucking do it. My fingers do not move that fast to fucking do what some of these people do. I can't do it.
And I talked about this on the last show, and I was telling Will, I was like, for the first, and I got this idea actually from Gutex. For the first month of Street Fighter V, and I've been doing this in Mortal Kombat, not so much in Killer Instinct because the system is different. I'm playing random for the first month.
There's nothing wrong with that. I actually got to a point in Mortal Kombat 2, which is the only fighting game I think I've ever actually been decent at. Yeah, where like I pick random. I always set my cursor on random and never moved it.
But the reason I'm playing random is because you when you have a character, you know their skills, you know their DPs, their fireballs, whatever cases. You know how to play that character. But sometimes you don't know the system of the game. We were talking earlier, the system of the game you're playing in. And when you play different characters, you start to learn that some things
in Mortal Kombat 2's case was what's his name, Shang Tsung is random basically.
Yeah. You start to learn the system of the game of things that work well with every character. And once you learn the system of the game, you can play your character better.
Yep.
So basically, I'm saying like for the first month of Street Fighter V, I'm just gonna play random, even though my guys can. You already know. Yeah.
So many fist bumps over here.
I mean,
you South Florida people.
I mean, not even that, but Ken just...
Yeah, Ken's just my... He's my boy. He's always been my boy.
He just fits my personality, my style,
I'm a Ryu player. Tradition and form at its finest.
I like
and
to
still
have
be
fun.
able to body.
Fun and fighting.
Fun and fighting.
I like fun. You're saying Ryu's not fun?
No, he's not.
No,
he's a stick in the mud.
He's
always been a stick in the mud.
He's what you learn. If you want to learn...
It's because he's trying to figure out the life through his fist.
If you want to learn Street Fighter, I would say play Ryu.
Yeah.
If you want to have fun in Street Fighter,
you play Ken.
Anybody else.
Yeah, anybody else, actually. But I play Ken because I like to have fun.
Yeah, exactly.
I like his moveset, but Ken gives me more options.
I will concede.
And the thing is that Ken looks like he's having fun when he's fighting.
Smiling.
And he's always... Even when he loses, he's having fun.
Yeah, like, even when he beats you, even when he, beats you, it's like, Ken is that person that will, give you a hand up.
Yeah.
I mean, he trained Sean, kind of.
Yeah, that was really kind of... I love it when they come out, and he's just like... He's like, come on, you want to finish it? I love where you just said it.
And then they slide back.
He's just like...
And then they slide back.
And I'm like, okay. When I played Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter 4 was the first game I was kind of like, I want to really play with somebody else. I was playing with Ryu. I'm like,
I actually picked up Abel in Street Fighter 4.
I was playing.
I like him a lot.
I was playing with.
Then you will really like Sean's sister. What's her name?
Yeah, I've been looking at a lot.
I've been wanting.
Laura is the character that I haven't figured out yet.
She looks like she's gonna be fun.
When Street Fighter 4 came out, I played with Vega.
You're gonna get a lot of wins.
Vega. I play with Vega. I do not. Absolutely.
I've never liked.
I do not like charge characters.
But Vega's not a charge character in Street Fighter 5.
No,
yeah, I've heard a lot of things.
Weird.
About
it.
It's weird. You can link his combo to his super special because what he does is, and his super special goes from either end of the map because he has to jump off the thing. So you do a combo, you're moving towards character doing a combo. You do the super special. He does like a roll. Jumps through them off the wall. As soon as he jumps through them, the entire special is initiated. Jumps off the wall, super special. So I'm trying to tour around to see how I can actually do that one.
But his inputs are like Shoto, right?
All his inputs are now.
Yeah, in Street Fighter 5.
But they move the same.
Yeah, they move the same, but they react as Shoto.
Now, actually, the character that I got the most wins with and the character that I learned to love the most is Guile.
You know, that scares me because I have a friend who plays Guile. And, that is his character. Guile is his beginning, his first, his last, is everything
because,
is Guile.
I mean...
And that scares the shit out of me.
Guile's normals are heavy. They hit you and they take away a lot of... And then, he actually has the he has the fastest fireball in 4.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Even though he's a charged character, what you do is the trick is that you have to hold back and down. If you're a Gal character or a charged character, you always hold him, or a Honda character.
Yeah, you're always
holding back and down. But what you do is you let a Sonic Boom go, right? And you press Fierce or whatever button you're hitting for Sonic Boom, and after you let it go, you press whatever button now you're gonna do Sonic Boom again. And so it's like you press forward, Sonic Boom, and after the Sonic Boom goes, you hit a button again and you hold back and down. And before the fireball gets to you, as soon as the Sonic Boom hits you, you press forward, back and down again, and you let another one go, and you let another one go. You let it go.
Bullshit.
Yeah, and
that's bullshit.
And you're always holding back and down, so you're always blocking.
Yeah, and you're always ready for the instant air.
And exactly.
Yeah,
so
you're
like
always ready for the instant.
And then you got the backhand and everything, so you can fight from the corner.
Yeah, you can fight from
pretty much anywhere.
Yeah, front
because you're always blocking anyway. So like I'm always.
God damn, that's bullshit.
That okay, I'll put it like that. That's how that guy Dominion we were talking about.
That's how he
plays like that.
And Knuckle Do.
Yeah, and Knuckle Do. Fucking Knuckle Do.
So great.
They play like that, but they like the idea behind it is it seems like you're still in a defensive position always. So it seems like you're always kind of like going away. They are attacking while Sonic Boom da da da, Sonic Boom da 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 da, Flash Kick da da da, Sonic Boom. Like you're like stop, get out of here.
And still the damage is there.
That's bullshit, man.
So but basically, if they need to give Gal at least one move that he can. Gal's all defensive. If he had one move that was offensive, it would make him just so much better.
His normals are offensive.
But in a game like Street Fighter V, where striking is super important. Like striking opens up target combos, which opens up specials, and target combos in Street Fighter V are crucial as punishes. And a guy like Nash or Charlie, his target combos are stupid. He has like 4-hit target combos. It's almost like Tekken.
This is supposed to be balanced.
If you can link it together, you'll have like a 4 or 5-hit target combo on the beta at least.
Nice.
And then you have supers and specials like Nash, Laura, and I'll say Karen.
You know what?
Are complete characters.
I learned how to play with Karen out of necessity in Alpha 3. I never liked her as a character. I never liked her. I could play with her. But I never liked her.
You would definitely like her. Like Street Fighter 5, like you said, we'll play when we get it. So, but it's Karen, Nash, and the first wave of DLC is Jury, Guile, Barlog.
You know, because I never really played
Alex.
Much. Yes.
And I can't remember who.
Is Abel coming back?
Not right now.
Who'd you say?
Alex, Barlog. Jury,
Urien.
I never played
Urien and Ibuki.
I can play with Ibuki.
She's such a cheap character.
Yeah, I know. she's a joke character for me.
Yeah.
I play with her because she's cute and she's fun to play with. But other than that, it's like
yeah, she does work.
I never got to play with Jury much because I skipped Ultra. Like,
yeah,
I came back to Ultra after never playing anything in between. I'm like,
Jury,
fuck this, I'm done. Goodbye.
I like Jury once I saw her play a little more, but she's gonna be in the first year, and then there's season 2, and there'll probably be season 8 by the time, because like they're saying with the Street Fighter 5, you only have to buy one game, and they're gonna update that.
I still question whether they can keep to that. This is Capcom we're talking about.
I mean,
that is a tall order.
As a person who plays Xbox mostly, having a PS4 and Xbox One. I mean, I'll buy both copies. But so you're gonna have a tutorial mode.
Well, you have to because you have to practice.
You're gonna have a character story mode. So this is different from the actual story mode. Character story mode is basically what you've had in every Street Fighter 5, every Street Fighter basically.
Every Street Fighter.
When you get to the
especially the Alpha
every
series.
character has their own personal story,
and
then when you get to that end of that story arc, you get like a little
cutscene
or a little picture with a story on it. Now, 3 months after the game is already out, you're going to get a story mode, a cinematic story mode, which has never been done in a Street Fighter game, except for like side animes like alphas and stuff like that.
They have to, for them, this is them, I'm thinking and I'm believing, them tying up the stuff in between Street Fighter 4 and Street Fighter 3.
Yeah, because they have to.
Yeah, Street Fighter 3.
Bison looks older.
Street Fighter 3 chronologically is the latest title.
Yeah.
Not in like what came out or whatever, but chronologically in the story, it's the latest title. 4 is in between.
Very Devil May Cry-ish.
Yeah. 4 is in between 2 and 3.
Yeah.
And 5 is in between 4 and 3.
yeah, exactly. Which is why Urian and Alex is already in there and stuff. You're gonna have a training mode, which is very reminiscent to Street Fighter 5 is very akin to Mortal Kombat X.
Yeah.
Especially with the fact that you have 1 frame links now, which are in no 2 frame links. So basically, you can't go punch, target combo shit. You go punch, if it hits, target combo, special, super. So like it makes you have to be that much quicker.
Yeah.
And on top of that, if you're like the throws do hella damage.
Really.
And the only way to negate the throws is by doing like punch. Like down punch, like down one, like down punch is so effective in this game. But you can't link it if you do it 2 times. So training mode has a lot of options.
1 frame but not 2 frame.
1 frame but not 2 frame, yeah.
All right.
Network battle, they have the same online framework as Capcom versus Tekken. So it's that rollback mechanic.
That's not terrible.
No, it's really good. It's so good actually that MKX is actually changing their entire framework. I don't want to say the magic word. Oh my God! It said Boone.
I got scared because Nat Boone's gonna come and get it. So we say the word about the net having a code of some kind.
Yeah.
But that just shows how much that NetherRealm just cares about the game. They're changing the entire framework to be from a regular online like IP to IP like talking to each other to a rollback mechanic.
Good.
So and this is the mechanic that Street Fighter 5 is happening. And just let you guys know, today my internet upgraded from 75 download to 100.
Only 100? Shame on you.
Okay, it was
shit.
It was 15.
You got called out.
So was
it
mine.
was 15 2 months ago.
So was mine.
But $30.
Yeah, I'm paying 50, but I can upload anything.
Yeah, true.
And download anything. So I don't care. Dude, I do live streaming straight to YouTube now. I don't even care. Full 1080p, don't even
think
fuck.
that we can too now. Not as good as yours.
It's delicious.
Yeah.
It's freaking delicious.
There's going to be a survival mode, which is basically going to have its
You know what they need to bring back for Street Fighter 5? Remember World Tour mode from Alpha 3?
You would fight like 2 people at once.
Yes.
Jesus Christ, I want that.
Survival mode is
so
not
bad.
It's not like that, but there's conditions to win. So it's similar to the world mode. Like there's conditions to win. Like you'll fight Nikali or fight whoever, but you can't use a super and you can't use a fireball if you're playing with Ryu. Like there's conditions to win.
Is it like you're completely blocked from using it? Like you'll
like you'll try to do it and you can't do it.
Okay, that's cool.
Or if you do it, the fight's over.
Now see, that's what I was wondering. It should be either or. It shouldn't be both.
Yeah, I'm not. From when they showed it on the new trailer, if you do it, you don't win the game. You have to. There's conditions set for survival mode, and then there's the CFN network, which is the Capcom Fighting Network, which is where you can. This is really cool.
That's building on Road to or the Capcom Cup, right?
Kinda, but no. If you've been playing online, which if you have a PlayStation 4, you've been playing online. People that you played and have played a lot, you become rivals with.
Oh god,
that sounds bad yet kind of cool.
So basically, it'll say, "Hey, you played this guy like 13 times, and if you only won 3 times, you can hit him up and fight him, and he's your rival." Like over the last couple of 3 years and stuff, and you'll have like different like levels you can upgrade to. Like as an upgrade system, that's pretty crazy. Actually, like say my favorite Ken fighter is Momochi. I can type in Momochi, see what he's doing if he's online, and watch his fights. Instead of going to his YouTube channel or something like that.
Right.
And you can basically watch the Capcom Cup and any majors going on through the Capcom Fighters Network.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So it's pretty dope. Now, like I said, 3 months from now, after the game comes out, there's going to be the actual story mode, which is a cinematic story mode, and then they're going to be unloading different modes throughout the years. So I'm just gonna say it, best Street Fighter game ever.
In theory, I'm waiting to see if they can pull it off. That's
so February 16th, and we're gonna be
2
World
weeks.
Warriors, and then in June we got the CEO, and or is that June or May?
CEO is
May, I want to say.
May.
Yeah, May.
July usually is Evo. I believe.
So that means
it's always in the middle
June.
of the year.
Daytona Beach Beatdown.
June is Daytona Beach Beatdown.
You guys are doing it in between CES.
That's what we had last year. That's why we had last year.
No, we had it a little bit earlier than that.
No, we didn't.
I thought we had it earlier than that.
It was in June.
Oh, it was in June.
Yeah.
It was in June. That's right. I was gonna say not June because of freaking E3.
We don't want to have it in May, but late June.
You didn't. It was the end of the month.
Yeah, that's right.
We were trying to have it.
I even came.
We were trying to have it. We were trying to have it like right now, but this is not a good time.
Yeah, this is not a good time.
So let's just keep it in June when we had it.
Yeah, and we'll just leave it.
Yeah. But there's gonna be a shit ton of fighting games out by then.
Oh yeah.
I'm so happy.
I need to think of something.
All right, we're at the end of the show, episode number 66. I want to say, believe.
We're old. That's all that matters.
More than a year.
Yeah.
We're like a year plus 10 episodes, 10 weeks.
Yeah, give or take.
How many episodes?
No,
do you guys
actually,
do
no.
a
I think
year?
we're a little bit.
52.
We're a little bit.
52 plus.
Oh, you
this
guys,
is 66.
actually legit do one a week?
Yeah, for the
Because
most part.
we skip sometimes.
we skip maybe like a week or two depending on.
Yeah, but we've been pretty.
But we've been
consistent.
pumping.
Yeah.
We don't stop. Can't stop. Won't stop. That's right.
Yeah.
But if you
shout
can't
out
stop, then
to our
won't
shows
stop.
where we had no content.
Yeah. We just kind of sort of make shit up as we go. Or we give like a mini mop.
A mini mop, yeah. A couple mini mops, couple fighting game shows and things like that.
And now we're gonna have the mini versions of the Answers podcast. Check out the Answers podcast.
Which
will
isn't really
be a
even the
cheat
Answer
sheet.
podcast.
Well, yeah, it would
but
be the cheat sheet.
Yeah, it went a little long. What she said. So okay, we're to the shout-outs podcast, part of the podcast.
Shout out podcast. That's new
Dude,
podcast.
that whole podcast nothing but shout-outs. 2 hours. 2 hours.
And here comes Tony.
And then I want to talk
whoa.
about the
Indiana Pacers.
they do the
Chef Curry with the sauce.
who's that? Is that Steph Curry who does like the super amazing? I don't watch basketball that much, but I know this dude is fucking he fucking like shoots from like outside of the stadium and stuff.
Yeah, he's Golden State.
Yeah, he shoots the ball. He just throws the ball up in the air, goes home, brushes his teeth, sleeps at night, wakes up the next day, goes eats some stuff, work out, bangs a supermodel wife, goes to the court, and they're like starting the game, swoosh. Like what the fuck just happened? Like,
yeah, pretty much.
Wow.
That would be Steph Curry.
He is a monster. He's good.
He's
fucking
good.
Good.
He's
like
my shout out, I want to give a shout out to actually Capcom, but not even really Capcom, just Ono. Just Ono by himself for being such a dev that cares so much about his game that he's involved in the community of the game. You know what I mean? Like I said,
how it should be.
I mean, Capcom does. We are esports now as far as fighting games goes. We're
trying to be put on ESPN.
Oh my gosh! And I want to give a shout out.
Smash is gonna be on ESPN.
Ridiculous.
Smash is gonna be
ESPN
on ESPN
7. We're gonna have
They're up that
ESPN
high?
7, but no, probably.
They
There was
have so many
ESPN 5 when I
subsidiary
last checked.
ESPN shows.
That's a
and
damn
Disney
shame.
owns ESPN, so dun dun dun.
Are you kidding me?
No, yeah. If you go to the Magic Kingdom, you will pass ESPN on the way.
Yeah, ESPN
That's horrifying.
has been part of Disney for years. I'm talking about like years.
That's really disgusting.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
So
they're eating everything.
Ono-san for being part of the community, he actually faced off against Evil Genius Momochi, who is teammates with Evil Genius Justin Wong. And actually did really good. I mean, he made the game, so he should. And if the maker of the game is using Rashid as his main, that should tell you something about Rashid.
Remind me, there's a video I want you to watch. You talked about Justin Wong. There's a video I have to show you.
I was watching Justin Wong. Justin Wong actually is maining not Bison but Vega. Yeah. So that's very interesting.
Vega plays so much differently in this one. So I mean, I like want to play with him a little bit, but I'm like, I don't know.
He's pretty. His V trigger and his V skill are pretty dope.
Yeah.
Also want to give a shout out to one Ed Boon and the whole team, the Mortal Kombat community. They revealed the season 2 pack, which has Leatherface, Triborg, which has Sector Cyrex and Cyber Smoke, and the Alien, which is a mix of Baraka and the Alien.
No, not an alien.
What is it called?
Xenomorph.
Xenomorph. Thank you.
God.
But not Baraka either. He's
a Tarkatan.
Tarkatan, yeah.
God, you don't even know names. Oh, I almost ripped this out my
Table
ear.
flips. And they're changing the whole basically online function to have a rollback functionality. So that's gonna make Mortal Kombat online matches even better.
Did you say Boracho?
Boracho, of course, my favorite character.
He didn't say Boracho.
I just went into it, but Boracho, of course, is gonna be my main.
No, he's your main, but you can't even remember Boracho.
Okay, I'm still on. I'm still on Takeda. I'm still on Ronin Takeda. I mean, Star Wars came out, and he's the only character with a lightsaber. You gotta like Takeda. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, so yeah, definitely gonna be doing on them. And I also want to give a shout out to speaking about Capcom. Capcom Cup was a couple weeks ago, and the two main finalists. Who were they?
Not Momochi.
Momochi got kicked out.
Oh yeah, he got kicked out
like
first round.
The Capcom Cup finalists from last year got kicked out the first.
I'm trying to remember. God damn it! No, it wasn't Jan.
It was the Genius, something, and the Beast. Umahara.
Daigo and
Umahara.
No, Daigo Umahara is his name.
That's what I want to talk about.
Yeah, infiltration.
Not infiltration. Daigo Umahara won second place, and nobody's talking about this, which is crazy. So Daigo Umahara won second place, which was 60 grand. First place was 120 grand, and it paid out top 8.
Jesus.
Yes, fighting games are esports now.
Yeah, I can see that.
And Daigo Umahara, the Beast, gave away his 60 grand he won a Capcom Cup to charity.
Dude, he's so paid it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, he's
but still he's the second biggest payout in Capcom history.
It doesn't matter to him.
He
so paid, it doesn't matter.
but super celebrity in Japan.
Yeah, I know, but no Sports Center,
everybody falls.
No Sports Center, no newspaper articles, no nothing.
I'll put it like this: there's only one other person I can think that for sure of Japanese.
Tazunoko was the
Kazuno.
Kazuno was the winner.
There's only one other person, and over in Japan that's that famous. Who basically he cannot go on the streets because people would mob him, and that, good friends, is our buddy from Nintendo. God damn it, I forgot his name.
Developer, not developer, but Nintendo actual.
The Nintendo guy,
not Reggie, but
God damn it, Miyamoto. Shigeru Miyamoto.
Creator of Mario,
Zelda,
Smash,
everything Nintendo basically.
Nintendo basically, yeah.
Nintendo.
So the story's not going to get publicized. The story's not going to get a lot of press. I mean, if it did, it would have got a couple weeks ago. But nobody's talking about it. But $60,000 American dollars.
He's just like, fuck the shit. Give it to somebody.
Won it second place, and just gave it away. So shout out to Daigo. I mean, the Beast.
He
good.
is
the Beast,
and he's been doing this for years. So I think he's in his 30s now.
He's in his like mid 30s.
I thought it was early 30s.
I don't know. I think he's like in his mid. Mochi's like in his mid 30s.
Yeah, that's right.
Like, but they look like they're in their teens.
Them Asian genes, man. Asian genes. They last, man.
Yeah. So shouts out to him. I read about that this week, and I was like, why isn't every sports channel talking about the fact that he gave away 60? That would be like Serena Williams winning second place goes, or like Tiger Woods like winning third place at a major and just I'm giving it all away to charity. Yeah. Crazy stuff. So shouts out to him.
I don't know if I really have a shout out. I mean, I give a shout out to all of the freaking like comics and stuff. And
yeah,
comic shows are going. I'm kind of like sitting by it now. Supergirl is actually going to be in. Or Supergirl and Flash are going to have a crossover, which is
Supergirl and Flash.
Supergirl and Flash.
I haven't watched any of Supergirl.
I have not either because
I did not watch last week's Arrow because it just turned me off at one point.
Finish it.
Okay.
This week's episode, Mr. Harper returns.
Really?
Yes.
Nice.
So that's awesome.
Huh?
I'm not gonna say anything. I just said Mr. Harper. That's a big spoiler.
Yeah, but when I thought about it, I was like,
yeah, Mr. Harper returns. Our boy Roy. Roy's our boy. Anyways, yeah, they're gonna have a thing. I have not watched Supergirl mainly because
Speedy.
Sorta. Yeah, he's not really Speedy anymore.
Yeah.
He's Red Arrow or Arsenal, whatever you call him. I have not watched Supergirl because I've been like, I love Supergirl. Maybe it's because I like blondes a little bit.
It's doing well.
I've been hearing it's actually supposedly
as far as ratings go,
the ratings
is doing very well.
It's better than it's doing better than Flash is right now, which I'm not surprised, but not for the reason that most people think I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised
because it's ABC.
No, not even that. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised people are like, oh, because it's on CBS. I'm like, nah, I don't fucking care. It's more for the fact I'm not surprised that with the way our social means and our culture is going right now, I'm not surprised that they have a female show who's like whatever, and it's like blowing the fuck up. And I say this as a person. I'm a comic book fan. And I love Supergirl. I love Supergirl because she's been in the comics. She's feisty. She makes bad decisions, but she tries to make stuff. The thing I don't like is she lives in Superman's shadow. And they've given her a chance to not live in Superman's shadow, but they've taken away all of her character that makes her Supergirl, where she's like feisty and she's very like out there and like she's like
Power Girl
I'm tough and I'm gonna beat the shit out of
two
people.
Different characters, you know what I mean?
Even Power Girl still it has her moments where she's like, I'm fucking super powered. I will fuck shit up.
She really is.
But in their moments they have moments where they get scared or they get frightened or whatnot. But Supergirl is a character where she's young, so she's brash. She's very very like outgoing and stuff like that, and she wants to explore. She wants to like do things because this is a new world to her.
And then there's the fact that she wants to bang Jimmy.
New Jimmy.
New
Jimmy's black and muscular and
looks like steel, basically.
Yeah, he's a big black dude who's like cut, and I'm like, that's not Jimmy, man. But I don't. Not even for the fact that he's a black guy.
The new Jimmy looks like he doesn't need to call Superman for help.
Yes. Yeah. Superman, I need your help.
And this being a huge Superman.
Yeah, it's like, Superman, I need your help. Superman flies in like, what the fuck? Don't worry about it. I got it. Oh, God, they tore my shirt. I'm bleeding a little bit. I just got to go to the hospital, but these guys are fucked.
Once again, this from being a huge Superman fan.
So I mean, the way they make her, she's like,
Have you seen my doormat?
Yes. It's like, I'm a girl with girl problems and also I have superpowers. It's like, and I really don't want to live in my cousin's shadow, so I'm making myself known because I'm a girl. It's like, I get it. You're a girl. Can you have character outside of the fact of what's between your legs?
I gotta check it out. I can check it out. This is my thing. Who the fuck is still watching network TV? Who are you? Who are you people?
I actually watched a little bit of it tonight for Arrow and Supernatural, but that's about it. Literally, I was like, before I don't want to watch it when I get back home.
The greatness that is season 96 of Supernatural.
Oh my God! This Jody Mills comes back in this episode. No. I love me some Jody. Jody is the only thing that I think is like keeping them tied to Earth right now. Jody is amazing. I love.
Is that the sheriff?
Yeah, the sheriff, the female sheriff. She's Mama Bear, and I love her. She is.
I don't even know what's going on in Supernatural. Last time I watched was like 7.
It is so
much. What season was it? Was when they had the Leviathans on?
That was
probably 7 or 8.
I think that was 7
or 8.
Okay. No, it wasn't
7
8. They were on season 10 right now.
I'm pretty sure it was 7.
Are we on season 10 right now or 13?
Because we right after the end of the Leviathans thing is when I stopped watching.
Yeah,
so I don't know.
That was like season.
I don't know shit.
Actually,
I think that was season.
Leviathans was, but then
the next season was pretty dope.
Yeah, because they went to Purgatory.
Yeah, that was season 7.
Yeah, I remember the trailer for the Purgatory thing. I haven't watched anything.
Purgatory was dope.
After that,
7 was really really good with the whole thing. 8 is when they did the stuff. This is no spoilers. 8 was when they had the stuff with Metatron.
That was dope.
9 was Evil Dean.
And
10 is now.
And I will just give you one word. Why? It's not even why. I'll give you. So there's this thing. There's the darkness, which is the big baddie in season number 10.
This is season 1 right now.
But one word makes. You're gonna watch this
eventually.
Lucifer
is back.
Can't say anything else.
Okay.
Yeah, that is like a big
enough, that enough should make you be like,
yeah, that's curious.
Yeah, that actually is kind of like that episode is like what? What? Ah!
It's those like the last 2 episodes have been just giving me everything I want from the show.
Yeah, I like I said, Jody came back. It was an episode. It's an episode
Crowley
involving.
Is still Crowley.
It's an episode.
Dude, he may actually be my favorite
Oh,
character.
you will like season 8. Season 8. No, season 9. Season 9 is when they introduce Rowena, which she has very close ties to Crowley, but not in a good way. Rowena is awesome. Rowena is really awesome. And this episode they bring back Jody Mills. They bring back Cass's Jimmy, whatever.
Definitely want to see that
daughter. Yeah. And you remember there was an episode in season 8 or 9 where these vampires had this one girl, and the boys sent her off to Jody Mills. Yeah. She's in this episode too.
Nice.
So it's some people that survive. It's awesome.
Well, you know,
people live through episodes in Supernatural.
There's thing about only one character who's been in this freaking show for like ever, and that's Jody Mills. And I don't want anything to happen, dude. I swear to God, if they fucking kill off Jody Mills, I would leave. I would just be like, you killed off Bobby. Okay. You killed off friggin' skinny dude who was taking the place of Bobby. You've killed off the mom and the daughter.
Literally,
you killed everybody.
The thing about Supernatural is they will kill you.
Yeah,
nobody's safe. And literally, the last 2 episodes of Supernatural before this season started, I didn't watch.
You still haven't yet?
I've watched them. Oh, okay. But literally, like, they killed off a character, and I was
oh, yeah. They killed off that character. I'm not going to say that when I was a little bit more.
Yeah, like you don't know who it is. Like, they killed off a character in Supernatural, and the way they killed her off was so hurtful to me.
The reason why, I could kind of understand the reason why they killed her off.
But the way they did it and the way that they shot it, like, you go in the bathroom and she's
going to do
dead.
Other things.
And you go in the bathroom and she's just, and you think like it's just gonna be like a Supernatural thing where you're gonna be somewhere and she's just dead.
I'll give you.
And literally, it pissed me off so bad.
I'll give you.
I told everybody, I said I'm not watching it anymore. I literally didn't watch it until episode 2 of this season.
I'll give you a hint of who it is. Red hair.
Video games.
Really?
Video games.
You know what? I heard that she died because I know who you're talking about. I heard that she died, but like
the way it happens pissed me off so much. I didn't watch the season finale or the show before the season
finale.
They
set it up was a little bit. The way they set it up was made sense, but it was a little clunky.
And then I literally got so pissed that I was like, I can't watch it.
I didn't know you were a fan. Came back to it.
I mean, it took till episode 2 of this season to get back into it.
I was like,
that's like more than 6 months.
And then I just went on. This season, I think I'm actually going to keep a track of.
The best season this is the best season since season 5.
Yeah, I've actually been watching all the episodes of this season
so good.
Consecutively.
There has not been one throwaway show.
No,
really?
My favorite show is my favorite episode of this show.
I don't know which one that is.
Hands down, is in this season. Baby is my favorite episode out of this entire freaking show. I'm talking about out of the show of Supernatural. Baby is my favorite episode, hands down, period.
I gotta say, my favorite show last season, and this is a throwaway show, but they had this show where basically Sam and Dean, there's always the books of Sam and Dean, like the new gospel.
Oh, yeah, the Supernatural freaking
they had a
book series.
They had a Supernatural play.
Oh,
that these kids were doing.
Is that I know which one you're talking about.
And then Chuck came back.
Yeah.
And I was like, Chuck!
I'll put it like this. My speculation, this is my fan theory for Supernatural.
Chuck's
God.
I've been saying that.
Chuck is God.
Chuck
and
is God.
How I want it in, you didn't say this one. This is all me. Chuck is, at the end of it, when the story's all said and done, it's going to like pan out, and it's going to be Chuck sitting like at a typewriter. And he's like da-da-da-da, and he finishes it off, and it's like the last like Supernatural the last Supernatural book, and just turns it off. He's like, yeah, I think that's fine. And then it just cuts. I would literally my pants would explode off of me, and I would just be like, oh, I would ascend into the sky.
I don't know,
and bright, vibrant lights, and I wouldn't need to live anymore because I have become one with the universe.
Like that is episode, and then the episode where Dean goes to the future to talk with Dean, and Chuck is leading Castiel is leading an orgy.
That whole episode was fucking weird.
And then
Castiel's like some kind of mojo spiritual leader bullshit. And he's I'm laying all the chicks here. This is awesome. Fuck this girl right here.
And then Chuck's like, oh, you're Dean from the past. Invest in toilet paper. now. And then like at the end they fight Sam, who's really Lucifer, and it's just
Lucifer Sam.
like I was like that episode was just like
this
so
is gonna be full of spoilers.
That was a weird episode.
The episode Baby is an entire.
That's the one with the car, right?
It's Baby's the car.
Yeah, where they're in the car.
The entire thing is not where them just being in the car. The entire episode takes place
from the
inside the
perspective
car.
of the car.
Yeah.
Who is, if you don't know it, a character in the show.
Yeah. Baby is a character. I want Baby. I want Baby in my life. Oh God, I want Baby in my life because if I had Baby in my life, I'd be happy.
Yeah.
So your shout out, my shout out is just to all the awesome shows, comic books, Deadpool's coming out, and there you have it.
One more shout out. Shout out to the Deadpool mom who tried to get the petition to.
No.
Listen to this though. So his mom tried.
The one that's trying to get it made like PG or some shit.
So her kids can watch it.
So
take your kids to
she
watch
wanted her
it.
8-year-old to be able to watch the show, and so she's trying to get it to be done PG-13.
You can take your kid.
It now has 2008. It has 2,800 and some odd number of downs.
Good.
Which is 20 more than ups it has.
Good. Like, why would that?
Who would sign this? Anyways, go.
I mean, it's not like PG-13 doesn't mean your kid is not allowed to come out. It's your kid's not allowed to come unless you give them permission and you're there with them.
Yeah.
Take them. If you really want them to see it that bad, if they like it that much,
I mean,
take them. If you don't agree what's in it, you probably shouldn't let them read the comics
or
let them like the characters.
It's a romance movie anyway. Haven't you seen the latest trailer? God damn it.
So,
shout
out. Also, wait. Shout out to Deadpool doing the cancer, the World Cancer Days thing.
Because he has terminal cancer that's only in 1% of humans.
Yeah. So he did one video for testicular cancer and then an alternate video for breast cancer.
Touch your balls.
Touch your balls.
So he has to make it fair for everybody. So touch your boobs, ladies. Or have somebody touch your boobs.
Please.
And fondle your balls, guys. Or
but you're doing that anyway, so you know.
Hashtag fondle matters.
No. This is a checking. It's not really fondling.
Same difference.
All right, yeah, shout out.
So yeah, my shout outs are gonna go to two. Actually, I have two. Yasunori Mitsuda for doing the soundtrack for arguably my favorite game ever, Xenogears.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't tell you guys what Miko got me for Christmas, did I?
I don't know. Well,
I didn't tell Will either because
I don't fucking know.
She got me the only book that I've ever lusted after, and I mean lusted after, for years. And I've always wanted to own this and never had the money to do it. She bought me the Perfect Works Xenogears guide.
Whoa.
Yeah.
How does she find that for one?
I don't even want to know. All right? I don't care. I don't care.
How did she... That was back when Xenogears was a thing
when
that you couldn't
first
get.
Came out.
But even when Xenogears first came out, you couldn't... Like, I used to go to a store called Babbage's, right?
I remember that store.
What is a Babbage's?
Babbage's is what...
I know what Babbage's is, but what is a Babbage's?
Oh, Jesus.
We called it Babbage's. And that game was not in the store. You had to, like, order it, like, across seas and whatever the case is. Like, and it didn't have a localization and shit like that. So that is crazy, for one, just in general.
That sounds like almost the book that... There's one book that I want that's like that.
Yeah. This book is pretty much like, if you ever wanted to know everything and anything about Xenogears, this is the book to buy. It will tell you literally everything about that game.
Stop that. I've been trying... I gotta beat freaking Final Fantasy
Yes,
7
you need to because you need to play Xenogears.
Buy one more Wii U and we can play Pokken together.
Okay. But Yasunori Mitsuda for penning arguably my favorite game soundtrack. That's period. Crazy. End of story. Hands down.
Shout out.
The only game that has more CG trailers than Metal Gear games.
Yeah, surprisingly enough.
And more so cool.
More like partial nudity than I would have expected for it.
Wait, what?
Dude, like Xenogears was a very...
I can't wait!
It's like a mech, but not a mech, and like titties.
I know that.
I'm not even talking about that.
I want to get there.
Dude.
I want to get there.
Anyway.
I want to get there. Wait. Does Redhead Girl kind of sort of make
couple of times.
Yes.
Like the thing is, when you play this game, you're gonna run into some scenes that's like, oh.
I'm not gonna run into scenes. I'm gonna be running into scenes to be like, yeah.
I mean, but it's...
it's the thing is, like, it plays those scenes so straight you wouldn't even notice except for the tits.
That's good. That's the one reason I've always liked anime when I was younger because they play a lot of their shit straight.
They play it straight.
80s and 90s
and
anime.
I never beat it because
little
it was
few
so
of the newer ones are
fucking
kinda
hard
like,
at the time.
It is such an amazing game.
But it was so before its time. Like it just went everything.
That game could not get published today.
Nah, I don't think so.
There is no publisher would touch that game with a 10-foot
I was
pole
actually
today.
playing that and Skies of the Arcadia at the same time.
I've never played Scars of Arcadia, if you can believe it.
I've had a whole rant with Will about how that game introduced me to RPGs, JRPGs, and I played Grandia 2 at the same time. So
Grandia I've played, but
Yeah.
I've never played Scars of Arcadia.
So with my Dreamcast, I had Grandia 2 and Skies of Arcadia, and with my PlayStation, I had Xenogears. Yeah.
But anyway, Yasunori Mitsuda gets my first, and Nobu Uematsu gets my second, because Distant Worlds is coming to Tampa for the first time ever this month.
Yeah.
And I have tickets, and I'm going to go.
Is that Tampa All Night or something like that?
Yeah. No. This is I forget what the name of the amphitheater is that they're playing it in, but Distant Worlds is the official Final Fantasy concert series that they do. They have never played here, ever, and they're playing here this year.
Does
and I'm
anybody
going.
know about it?
The tickets are damn near sold out, so I'm
likely.
not surprised.
Yeah.
But Yasunori Mitsuda and Nobu Uematsu are my two shout-outs this year.
You got some pretty awesome
I
shout-outs, actually.
sincerely hope that I can get a signature if he's there, which I'm sure he will be.
Most likely, yeah.
But I doubt I'm going to get a signature. But I'm taking some shit anyway, just in case he happens to be not busy.
What's the worst that can happen?
Exactly. Like, I'm carrying around a strategy guide.
It's like he says no, or the bodyguard say no, or whatever the case is, and
they punch me in the face. And I'm like, I got
got
punched in the face by his bodyguard. Oh my god!
I mean, at the worst, they say no.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome.
You are coming back. I get you.
Like, could you sign my copy?
You coming to the back now.
Do I have to blow you now?
Throwing me only pot. And he's just
Okay.
As he's orchestrating it.
Yeah.
They're gonna be playing music while he's fucking me.
He plays the battle theme from the orchestra during the Ultros fight from Final Fantasy VI while I'm blowing him.
And when he walks
that
in,
would be my life's achievement. I will seppuku.
He's gonna
right
be in
in
another
front of
room.
him
You're
at
gonna
the
be
end
like
of it.
wondering, like, what's going on? And he opens up the door.
Are you part of the hardcore majority that like Final Fantasy VI more than 7?
Yeah, majority. Yeah.
Oh wow. I should have bought 6 for the cell.
6 is an amazing game. It really is.
I didn't pay attention till 7. But anyways, but I've heard that many times.
7 took a lot of stuff. Like, he plagiarized himself wholly when he wrote 7's soundtrack from 6.
Of course.
And I don't blame him, because 6 had an amazing soundtrack, and 7 did too.
But
6 was the game he got it all from.
Yeah, but 7 was just had the graphics and all that.
Yeah, 7 was the graphics to show off that, oh my god, RPGs
we can't
can be
live
stuff.
at this speed.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh my god, them polygons.
Oh my god, it was. I remember watching.
And that's not to say that 7's a bad game either, because 7 is 7. 7. If I was gonna rate all of them, 6 is my personal favorite. 7 is the one that everybody should play because it's the complete package. It has all the best mini games. It has a great story. It has likable characters and has good gameplay.
Yeah.
7 would be the one that you should probably play at some point. Doesn't matter if you play it first, last, whatever, you'll still like it.
And then Sephiroth, you just love to hate him.
I still say Sephiroth Sephiroth kind of pales in comparison to a certain other person, but I won't.
I mean, in my personal, I go 7, 9, and then 4.
You know what's funny? I didn't really care for 9 much. Like,
really?
I played it, I beat it, but I didn't really care for 9 that much.
7, 9, then 4 is me.
4 is one of my good friends' actually favorite games in the entire series.
Mine
I would rank 4 a very, very small hair below 6, and then 5 right after
just
that.
Off game mechanics alone, I actually like story and all that shit like that. Just off because it was a classic when I played it. When I played it, I was like, what
game
is this?
mechanics? I would probably say 5 was 5. Oh shit. Tactics.
That's the sound of
Tactics, then 5.
in his pants
Tactics,
from
then
here.
5, then 7 than 6 for game mechanics.
I will say Tactics had some super.
If you ever wanted a game where you can customize everything,
why did they call it Tactics though? It just made it seem like it was something you wasn't supposed to play, like a throwaway game. And then I actually played it, and I was like, does anybody know this game was amazing?
Nope. It came out the same year as Final Fantasy VII, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, 7!" And Tactics was
I didn't
so
play
much
until
better.
after 9. It was crazy.
Yeah. So many people missed out on Tactics because 7 came out that year.
For Square Enix sale, because I haven't played Final Fantasy. I'm not one of the cool kids.
I'm not gonna tell you shit about Tactics.
I would tell you something that would make you feel a lot better. My cousins never let me play Zelda. Back when the NES. Like, they had Zelda.
Oh, you mean like way back?
Zelda had the gold cartridge. And Zelda had a save functionality. Of course, it was like one of the first games to have save functionality. But it was for big kids, and you couldn't play it. I couldn't play Zelda. So, because of that, I have never played from start to finish a Zelda game.
Really?
I played pieces
I
played pieces of the N64 one. I played pieces of the GameCube one. I've even played a little bit of Skyward Sword. And I went back to play some of like maybe 5-10 minutes of the older Zelda games, but I've never played start to finish Zelda games.
Zelda 1 and Metroid may actually be some of the most ridiculous like old school games I've played.
Yeah.
I went back to play Metroid recently, and I don't know how I beat that as a kid. Like, Jesus Christ, that game is ridiculous.
The first Zelda game I played was Oracle of Seasons.
That's not a bad one to start with. Oracle of Ages and Seasons were great games.
I played Seasons first. I played bits and pieces of Ages, and then the next one I played right after that was the not Ocarina of Time. I still have yet to play Ocarina of Time.
Ocarina of Time I played until you get older, and I never played again.
Yeah,
and then I beat
the
ending and never know how.
One of my favorite dungeons actually is the first dungeon that you go to in the adult world, the Forest Temple.
Never got there.
My favorite music from that game is in that temple.
I think
love that song.
The second Zelda game I played was Link to the Past. That was the remake of Link to the Past, and I like the Link to the Past like more than anything. Like
A Link to the Past is the game that they've modeled every other Zelda on since.
Oracle of Seasons is my favorite in a way because I think it's the one that impacted me the most for Zelda.
Understandable.
I always wanted to go back and play. What's the game that just came out on the 3DS? The one that came after
Link's
Oracle
Awakening?
Time. Nah, the one that came after Oracle Time.
That would have been A Link Between Majora's Mask.
Majora's Mask, because of the Link's dead-ish.
We don't have
it's fan speculation.
I know.
It's a fan theory.
But what that game was, and they came out like not even a year later.
It was maybe 6 months.
I got to play it a little bit, and I didn't like the moon.
But
the moon was scary.
Well, that's why I wanted to play, because it's the darkest Link game.
Twilight
but the Link
Princess,
timeline is
Twilight Princess gets kind of close, but Majora's Mask is darker.
Yeah. So I definitely like to make it better. I never finished, and people see that here, they're like, dude, like really, like really.
Hey, some people pick up RPGs late.
I mean, I'm the person who has actually beaten one time only, Ninja Gaiden 2. I've actually beaten Ninja Gaiden 2.
You're a monster. No, he's a monster. You're just crazy.
I can get to the last level. I just can't beat it no more. I think it was just like muscle memory in my fingers at one point.
I have games like that. Like what's the one that I played like that? All the Mega Man games. At one point, I could play through every Mega Man game.
It was just like
it was no thing. I beat it on a Saturday afternoon just because.
Nowadays, Sonic and Knuckles.
I can still do it with Sonic and Knuckles.
Yeah, Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Excuse me.
Yeah, Sonic 3 and Knuckles. I can still do it with
Sonic
that. 2? No, he's watched me play Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
He just runs through Sonic 3 and Knuckles like it's
that game is my bitch.
I don't know about Sonic and Knuckles, but Sonic 1 and 2.
Sonic 1 is Miko's game. Sonic 2, I still don't know which one of us is better. Sonic 3 and Knuckles, it's either me or my sister that's better. My sister, I think, is actually better with Tails than I am with Sonic.
I can beat Metal Sonic without getting hit.
Yeah.
Like, just I know what he's gonna do when he's gonna do it. And I'm
it's like you're nothing to me. Just die.
And then Robotnik comes out with the biggest actually a robot. He's just like walking. You kill him and then it's over.
You fucking mech walker bullshit.
Yeah.
And then you play Sonic and Knuckles.
But yeah, he's watched me play. He's watched me play Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Like, what did I do the last time?
Getting Chaos Emeralds is actually harder than the actual game.
Yeah. Getting the Chaos Emeralds and getting the Hyper Emeralds and freaking
Chaos Emeralds and Hyper Emeralds.
And Sonic 3
I had
and
what,
Knuckles,
2 left to go?
Yeah, Sonic 3 and Knuckles, you have to get the Chaos Emeralds in Sonic 3. And then when the game ports over to Sonic and Knuckles, you lose all of your Chaos Emeralds, and you have to get all the Hyper Emeralds for Sonic and Knuckles, and to get the true ending for the game.
Really?
And that is nothing to me. I do that on an afternoon.
And then you could plug in Sonic 2 or Sonic
and then play
1
You know what? Fuck that.
Knuckles
you know how good I got at the special stage in Sonic 3?
Yeah.
My sister and I took a summer off from like doing anything else. We were just plugging in random cartridges to the fucking Sonic and Knuckles game. No, it does work. Every cartridge that you plug in that's not a Sonic game gives you a random special stage.
Wow.
We would just plug it, like we borrow shit from Blockbuster Video just to play, and we would fuck the special stages. Like my sister and I are amazing.
Shouts out to Blockbuster
We miss
Video.
you.
Blockbuster Video was my shit back in the day. That's how I discovered
For me,
Secret
it
of
was
Mana.
Albertsons.
Best chicken in any like fucking like Albertsons chicken.
You want to talk
chicken,
about?
Oh my god!
You want to talk about special stage mastery? Either my sister or I. I doubt there's anybody better at the special stages than us.
You got some Game Genie shit going on. All right, we're gonna shut it down.
What's Game Genie? What the fuck? I play games. I don't know no Game Genie.
I mean, if you had a Genesis, you know, Game Genie. And then okay. This is the fun of shit.
I remember Game Shark.
Cause I had a.
Actually, I do remember Game Genie because there was one code that I used on Secret of Mana just to test it.
I had a Sega Master System. I had a Jaguar 32X.
Never had one of those.
And then I got the Genesis update, and then the Sega Saturn. And I stopped playing the Sega Saturn before it went out of business because the memory card was like more than the system. And I got the Saturn in the remote. Yeah. You've seen it and everything. We got Virtual Fighter.
She got the Saturn. He still has the Dreamcast.
I was never a fan of Virtual Fighter, if you can believe it.
Virtual Fighter. My dude was Cage the Ninja guy.
Leon.
I never dug Virtual Fighter.
Yeah, he'd knock off his mask. He'd be like, he had like the vampire teeth.
That's a whole other story about it. Virtual Fighter holds up now to this day.
Really?
That's not true.
Yeah, that is true.
That's not
with movements. I mean, the actual graphics don't hold up, but the movements and the button.
The graphics didn't even hold up in the day it came out.
No, I'm sorry.
But the movements and the actual button like syncing to whatever like that, and parries. It was the first game to have parries.
The game still has pretty decent 1-to-1, but it's still very floaty. It's
with
floaty.
Jumps, yeah.
No, even some of the moves is very
we have to look up and see if we can plug it in. All right, we're gonna shut it down. That's Wollie Mopped, episode game number 66. It's late as fuck. No matter when you're listening to this.
Longer than we said.
Just shout outs, you know.
Oh.
I mean,
it's because of me.
Not really because well, that's you getting us back for being on your show. Shouts out to the Half-Ass Heroes.
Shouts out to the Half-Ass Heroes. Check them out.
And I went outside for half that show.
Yeah.
I have to say, like I always say, like what it's HH Heroes at hhheroes.com or hhheroes.com. I'm trying to remember what it is now because stuff's going up.
We got some cool stuff going on. It's like I said, this month is February. We're doing Street Fighter. I'm trying to have 2 tournaments. We're gonna go out to Arena and go play with those guys over there at Arena if they're having a Street Fighter 5 like celebration. Whatever the case is, I don't know. They're not playing for any money, but we're gonna go out there and play out. Falcon Con's coming up. We're talking with Gamer Sanctuary to be part of that. We're gonna have our own.
The cast from Ruby's gonna be there.
We're gonna we're gonna be back at Seabreeze Tap House over there playing games for money, and with Street Fighter 5 is coming out and everything. The new season 3 of Killer Instinct's coming out, so we're gonna do that. I mean, we're basically back. Is all I want to tell you. We got a bunch of videos popping up. We're gonna play the videos for the changes for Killer Instinct Cup. This is going up. Make sure to like us on Facebook. The Answers Podcast on actual Facebook. And Wollie Mopped Gaming. Be good, be safe. And if you can't be good, don't get caught. Wollie Mopped Gaming, we out. Lone Wolf. Loneliest Wolf. Red K.
Always 0.
Everybody keep on asking me, what's your swag sign? What's your swag sign? What's your swag sign?
So, Dushan.
What the fuck is Do shine.
Man,
Is this what the kids are doing these days?
The kids are doing everything these days.
Do shine is the new hip fad that the kids are doing now because they want to get drunk like the adults.
I mean, who doesn't want to get drunk though when you're a kid? You don't even know what drunk is.
Well, let's
I didn't.
see.
I knew what drunk was when I was a kid.
I know how to act drunk. I didn't know what actually being drunk was.
well,
No,
This-
but see, that doesn't make any sense because you were an island kid, right? You were like child of islanders, right?
I'm actually Creole, which is basically New Orleans for
close enough.
French, black, and an other.
Close enough.
He's New,
French, black,
he's New
Indian,
Orleans Creole,
other.
though.
Close enough.
Yeah, I've been around. Yeah,
But I mean, like, when every 4th of July, every New
yes.
Year's, whatever have you,
Yes,
it's like,
alcohol.
hey, have a
Yeah.
little sip of this.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
oh
yeah,
my
yeah, yeah,
God,
everybody,
I'm
everybody.
seeing like the walls peeling and shit. What's going on here?
So
If you don't give a damn, we
Dushan
don't
does
give a
more
fuck.
than just peel the walls off. Yet it's
It peels the life off.
It peels off. It peels straight life, straight life.
So this is like Mountain Dew and Kool-Aid.
no,
Nixie
Oh,
sticks.
man. No,
No.
it's a tad stronger than Kool-Aid.
Ted.
Tad.
And you know how black people like their Kool-Aid.
Tad stronger.
It's a tad stronger than that.
See, okay. The minute you say black people, you know, like we when you say a tad bit, like if I say I ain't seen you in a minute, that means I ain't seen you in like 6 or 7 years.
Yeah, exactly.
That means I ain't seen you in a bit.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
or the
So,
idea,
a tad.
or the
tad.
idea of CPT time, or CPT, colored people time.
Yeah.
Where you got I'll be there in like 5 minutes, and then an hour
like
rolls
3 hours
by,
later and shit.
and
I
I'm just
told you I'd
where
be in
you
like
been?
5 minutes.
And like, no, it's not. Okay, we're just gonna ignore that one.
Oh shit! Funniest story ever. I have a god brother who's from New York, like Brooklyn, BK. And one day we were like, "Yo, Chris, we about to go to the store real quick. You want to go?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go. Let me get dressed real quick." So he goes, gets dressed, get fly, take a shower, puts on his Timbs and everything like that. Like 10 minutes pass, he comes downstairs and he's like, "Y'all ready to go?" He's like, "Yo, we told you we going in a minute, not like right now." like in a like we still
6 hours
watching
later and,
we still watching Cedar's World.
Yes. So Dushan, god damn it, Dushan is Mountain Dew.
All right, I'm good with Mountain Dew.
And
And
high octane racing fuel.
So
yeah,
Sanuko.
Yeah.
no. You need a little bit higher than that.
Yeah. So
Lucas.
essentially,
Lucas oil.
So essentially,
Like they're ingesting this.
Yes, I say it's taking them on the fast track to an early grave.
Why?
Wow, that's fucked up.
Well,
Like, no lie, that's fucked up.
I mean,
Damn.
honesty,
that's fucked
man,
up.
honesty.
Why would you? Like I said,
You
back
drink
in
this.
back
you're
in the
on
day-
fast track.
I mean, the young bloods we used to put alcohol in like.
Everything.
I mean, yeah, but mostly
I was
like
a good
gas
kid.
cans. You know what I mean?
I was a good kid. I kept my nose clean.
I mean, but
It wasn't
still,
until I was an adult that I became the horrible human
had,
being
you
that I
had,
am now.
You had to do the 8-time stump at least once when you were younger. If you don't give a damn, we don't give a fuck. Hey,
Nope.
that was like that. Everybody did that. But
I was a good kid.
I'm the straight and narrow kid.
Yeah,
Like,
I was-
of the three of us, I'm the straight and narrow
like
kid.
What do you mean? Of the
like
three of us, I was
gasoline.
a straight and narrow kid, and then I became a monster. Dark monster. There was a few things that I did where it was a little questionable. But that's just because I wanted to be like the cool kids.
I
and it
just
didn't
never.
work out.
I mean, like, okay, have you ever got gasoline on your shoes? By accident.
I've gotten gasoline in my clothes.
Yeah, like it's the worst.
That
Like
shit
I would
doesn't come
never
out.
ever think about. Let me just lick it off.
Hell no.
Okay,
Okay.
as a
Better
child-
one.
And
Have you ever had
high-octane gasoline
Have
is
you ever
even
had to
worse.
siphon gas?
I've never had to.
but
Lucky.
But
I've
I
done
would.
it once.
I would
Did you?
if I had to.
Yep.
Yeah, that's all. it's
Once.
fun.
How long did
It
it
is
taste
the
in your mouth?
Worst experience you will ever have.
Like-
well,
like-
all right. I've never done coke.
but
I've never
like-
done-
Okay, wait.
but like, as far as normal shit,
About 2 days. About 2 days of just having that gasoline.
at least 12 hours.
First of all, I gotta say,
like a meal and change.
As
Like,
a-
it was bad.
first of
Yeah.
all, as a kid, I like the smell of gas because I like cars. So the smell of gas was like, oh, this is awesome. Now, when I smell the smell of gas,
smell
I
of
get a little
gas?
worried because I'm like, what the
But
fuck
you
is
get a little,
leaking?
you do
The
get a little
smell-
hot. You do
no.
get a little hot from
the
doing
smell
gas.
of gas is fine.
Yeah,
The
but
taste of
is-
gas is
Yeah.
horrible.
Okay, second question.
Why do you think
second thing-
Egyptians fucking burned it?
Yeah, well, my You're a horrible
Swear to
person.
God, man, I swear to God.
This is welcome to our podcast.
I'm just a guest. All right, y'all treat me like this. I'm just a guest. Y'all got some problems. Then again,
why?
some of the things that have been said and done in the Half-Ass Heroes. Oh no. That's a good day.
There's a Derek on the show as well.
Yes, I know this person. Me and him get along quite well, actually.
Because you're just a bunch
Both of you guys scare the hell out of me. All right.
Both of you guys make me go, what's gonna happen?
I like it when he talks. What can I say?
Okay. My question for you is, why were you siphoning gas?
I was actually out. I borrowed some from a friend, if you can believe that.
Borrowed from a friend.
No, like I legit ran out of gas and he came over and he's like, dude, just whatever.
They're siphoning it out of my tank of that nice BMW
You know
over
what?
there.
You know, I've almost had to siphon the gas out of a tank before, but what I did it with was it was unusable, by the way, and I do not suggest you do this. I went in the house and I took the pump, which actually is a hand pump for a blow up bed. Like before they had the electric ones.
Oh god.
We had to blow up the actual pump that you would do with your hands, and I pumped it, and I kept pumping it to where basically it would go as a stream, and I put it into the actual gas can, and then I tried to put the pump back into the gas thing and made the whole house smell like gas. So
congratulations.
I mean, just for you kids out there.
Oh, and
don't do
for
that.
reference, because this isn't, at least partially educational, go to Advanced Hardware or Discount Auto Parts or whatever the fuck they're calling it in your area. They have a hand pump.
Yeah,
they
you can
do
just
this shit for
pump
you.
that shit out.
All right, yeah, just squeeze
That's
it a
what I was
couple
like.
times.
Okay, when did you do this siphoning?
I was stupid young. All right, stupid. This would have been like 2 or 3 or so. Like right after
They
I got
still
my
happen
license.
then.
I ran out of gas one time and I was stuck.
You think that I would have enough knowledge to go to one of those places?
I did it that
well,
way.
no, I was
Let's
nowhere
see,
near one.
I
looked.
was-
I knew the area that I was in. There was nowhere around.
2002.
So I was like, okay, fuck.
I was a
I'm stuck.
sophomore in high school, and I knew about that shit.
I
was stuck
a
on the
junior.
side. I was stuck on the side of the road by myself.
And-
I took 25 cents and I gave my friend a phone call. I'm like, dude, I need a favor.
Okay.
And it's
Pause.
like, I understand,
Pause.
fam. I understand.
He took 25 cents and called.
Shut the fuck up.
Let me say it. Instead of just calling, I'm about to date myself too. Don't worry about it. Instead of calling 1-800-CALLATT.
Yes. or better yet, 1-800-collect.
Collect.
Yep.
Yeah.
I did that on quite a few
And
occasions.
then I went to a Miami Subs.
I had a quarter. I had a quarter in my change in my little like
because
ashtray.
the Miami Subs, the wings that you got were like $1.25, and
That is still no. You know what though?
or
Like,
Pollo Tropical.
no. Fuck all that. Real talk. Best place in Miami if you're gonna
Miami
eat somewhere.
Subs.
No, Sub Center.
Oh, get a fucking hoagie in that bitch.
Sub Center.
Okay.
Nowhere better.
we
all right.
we went from Dushan to talk about hoagies. That's
So,
incredible.
kids
It's
are
like,
dying.
Fucking kill yourself, kids. And if you don't kill yourself, go get you a nice hoagie in Miami.
Yeah, there you go.
I think that's a beautiful way to end the segment.